semua. Selamat pagi. Thank you so much. I know it's a Saturday morning. Alright, so normally we will actually be with our family, but you guys take the moment to be with us today. And I would like to really thank everyone for taking the moment, to be with us. Especially this is our first time. We are running this program visual, and we are truly excited. And first and foremost, I would like to welcome our distinguished guest, Dato Hajah Azizah bin Dato Seri Panglima Muhammad Dun, Chairman MARA. She will be with us shortly. And of course, we have Tan Sri Dato Sri Noorul Ainur Muhammad Noor, all the way from the US. Chairman of the University College Yayasan Pahang. Hi, Assalamualaikum Dato. I hope you are ready. We are ready to actually listen from you. Okay. So all the distinguished guests, all our panelists, all our panel speakers, I would like to welcome all of you to today's session. And some of them are here with us today. Some of them will be locking in shortly. We have speakers all the way from Australia. We have speakers all the way from Singapore. We have from Brunei, and we have from UK. And of course, we're going to actually have our local speakers as well from Malaysia. And I hope that everyone will stay with us, because we're going to have a full day. You can actually come in, log out. You can actually watch us live streaming from the Facebook under Kementerian Pembangunan Luar Bandar, which is our partner, we thank them for being our official partner, which is also Majlis Amanah Rakyat is also our official partner. And of course, today we are at our visual partner studio, which is MARA Ventures, MARA Excellent Ventures, Max. And we like to thank the Max team for being with us today. And not because of them, we will not be able to actually run this program visually. And of course, we have our supporting partners, MIM and ICSB. And all the others partners, that our speakers as well as our sponsors for lucky draw. So please remember, we have a lot of lucky draw going in, and we're going to be doing it randomly. And if your name will be mentioned, please contact the secretariat. All right. And I would also like to thank my co-organizer today, which is the Bling Boss herself, under Overbook Media Group, and of course the Women Mentoring Network. Thank you so much, because without them, we couldn't actually have done this. And I would like to congratulate everyone for being with us today, this morning, and joining us for this year International Work-Life Balance Forum 2021. And welcome everybody. Alhamdulillah. All right. As all we all know that we have gone through this COVID-19 hurdle, and that MCO had enforced earlier, and despite various challenges that we have experienced, we continue to do the best, and all of us have demonstrated, all of us Malaysians have made to where we want to be today and accomplish as a nation, that we come and actually try to combat this COVID pandemic together. And I would like to applaud everyone for actually taking the initiative and doing the best, and to actually becoming the best nation to overcome this. And today is very special because it's our 4th year running this, and this is first time visually. And to be honest with you, and not because of COVID, I don't think so we will be able to run this program virtually. And it's first time. Since it's first time, actually we're running it for free, right? Because we are so excited. So we just let it free and let everyone to come in and enjoy this. And Alhamdulillah, because MARA is also celebrating the 55-year anniversary, and we are welcomed then as our partner. And Alhamdulillah, and of course, the International Women's Day just, I think recently on the 8th of March. And of course, the theme for this year International Day is Choose to Challenge. And because of that, we decided to choose the tagline, Choose to Lead. All right, Choose to Lead. And that's what our tagline for this year International Work-Life Balance Forum 2021. And I personally believe that's why we decided to actually give this event an experiential for everyone to enjoy and to learn from each other, so everybody can join, be inspired, and hopefully, inshallah, to make the necessary changes that we need, especially to pivot in our life, to make those decisions. It's not easy. Personally, myself, it was not easy, but we wanted actually now to grow as a person and also as a nation. And of course, work-life balance mastery, right? Work-life balance mastery is more crucial now than ever because of the, we call it the virtual. Kita selalu sangat now di dalam alam maya, right? Sometimes we forget they call it the things that we normally do, and because of that, I think that's the reason why the work-life balance mastery is more crucial now than ever. And of course, we must focus on things that are matters to us, whether that is our family, our relationship, our faith, spiritual, our community, friends, and whatever that we want to actually impart and be part of it. And of course, it begins with decision to step up, to step up and take charge, all right? Sitting sideline, just watching the game is no longer an option. Becoming a player is not enough, all right? Now, this is what you want to actually step in and become a player and be the game changer. That's the reason why we choose the tag, choose to lead. We have an amazing line of speakers, live streaming all the way from different parts of the world. Thank you so much to everyone, for being part of it, and of course, my team at Adla as well, they have been working, they have been working day and night to make this happening. And of course, I'm also truly excited, all right, to share this platform with a lot of partners. They have been coming in to assist me, and of course, personally, I believe in working together, because only working together we can actually make this happen. And of course, I am not the person, that I would like to take credit for all this. There's so many people behind the scene that are helping us to make this happen. And of course, thank you so much for the Max guy, the technical guy that have been working day and night. And before anything happen, I just would like to know this is virtual. Okay, this is virtual. Kadang-kadang mungkin kita ada permasalahan technical, alright? So I would like to apologize that in advance. Just in case you miss, orang kata terkeluar daripada Zoom, not to worry. You can just log in again, and you can always contact us. Whoever the secretary that have been contacting you, just come back and actually join us, because we have this program until pukul 5:30 petang, and you do not want to miss, because you're going to have everybody is going to be special, and you're going to actually pick up a lot of things from everyone, because everyone will be speaking on different topics, and inshallah, with everyone sharing, you'll be able to step up and choose to be the person who you are. And again, I would like to actually highlight Malay proverb always remind us, like bamboos and the river edge, bagai aur dengan tebing. It's like one left and one right eye, left hand, according to the Chinese. We share responsibility, hand in hand, striving towards a common vision, a bigger vision for all of us. All right, we need to take charge of our life. If not us, who else? You're right. As KDC, I'm also a mother. I'm an usahawan. I'm an advocate and whatnot. So we are here together. We like to make those changes. All right, and of course, last but not least, I would like everyone to enjoy, relax, because I know I get some receive some messages this morning, saying that dia tak berapa sihat, they will not be able to on their webcam. It doesn't matter, because we are running this as a webinar, all right? So it's okay. You can actually be outside, you can be on bed, you can actually have breakfast anywhere. That's the reason why we're going to run this visual, because we like everyone to benefit and to be inspired from this session today. Dengan itu, saya sudahi my speech today dengan mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua kerana berada dengan kita pada hari ini. Saya juga ingin mengucapkan selamat baju jaya kepada anda semua dengan apa yang anda sedang lakukan sekarang. InsyaAllah kita doa bersama-sama untuk all of us to go through this pandemic. InsyaAllah kita kena bangkit semula, bersemangat supaya kita semua akan teruskan kehidupan kita. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much. I'm going to actually hand over to Katie. She's going to be the MC for today, and enjoy. Katie, over to you.
Thank you very much, Datin. Hi guys. Back again. Thank you very much, Datin. So the message here today is choose to lead, and be the game. What does that mean? Jadilah permainan itu sendiri. No longer spectator, no longer even a player, but create the game and be the game. So if it doesn't exist, it's yours to decide and to choose and to do it first. Okay, guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to flashback to all the work-life balance, the International Work-Life Balance Forum that's been going on for the past years. All right. So up till now, again, when you have nearly, I think, about over 100, nearly 230 guests and participants all over. Yeah, amazing speech, right, Dr. Siti, Dr. Bochi, right? Awesome, awesome. Okay, guys. Now, let's watch this video. Before we have amazing lineup of speakers, we're going to have over a total of about 54 lucky draws, guys. So stay till the end. 54 lucky draws, okay? 54 gifts for the lucky draws, but we have about a total of 6 major prizes. So stay till the end. And now, are we ready, Tim? Let's watch the video. Enjoy.
We need all of us to continue engage and sincerely hope that this forum will open up hearts and minds of the new lifestyle with an ideal work-life balance that works best for you. We believe all of us need to effectively balance our life, making a conscious effort on our part to best manage our time efficiently every day.
What is the reason that there is imbalance today? Work-life balance simply means work-life integration, work-life alignment. Balances is not about better time management, but better boundary management. Balance means making choices and enjoying the choices.
With the increase of social media is actually loneliness. Understanding where people are mentally is crucial.
Thank you goes to every one of you and of course our partners who have helped us to make this forum a success. I look forward to the success of this forum, not just delivering a successful event, but a message to everyone to be the master of your work-life balance.
What's a work-life balance? Live to work, you also work to live. Same thing, similarly, actually you also live to learn, also learn to live. That's what I learned from all of you. Thank you.
So I think it's very good when you have a function where you have a combination of ladies and women who can actually come to one platform and to meet and do their networking. So for them to embrace what is given to them today by Adla.
And I would like to welcome everyone here, today. Thank you so much for coming to our first International Work-Life Balance Sarawak.
Over there, I think it's somewhere in the past afternoon, but we're excited to have this amazing speaker. Yeah. Now, before I fully let her take over the stage, I need you all to hit the love button. Okay, hit the love button. Okay, show some love. We're live streaming all the way from the United States of America. Oh, not we, but we're bringing her. Yeah, she's live streaming all the way from San Diego, right? chair lady, the chair lady of University College of Yayasan Pahang. Yep. Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Noorul Ainur binti Muhammad Noor. Okay, but that's not all, I believe. Now, this amazing lady is going to share the first topic with the title, Choose to Lead, Daring Yourself to Finally Own It. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Give some more love for Tan Sri Dato Sri Dr. Noorul. Yes, thank you, Kalaila. Thank you, everyone. Okay, Dr. Noorul, Tan Sri, are you there? Okay, let's bring Tan Sri on board. We have Professor Dato Dr. Madeline Berma as well. I can see we have Dr. Bochi. We have somebody. We have Azlin, one of our partners and sponsors. Cool. Tan Sri, sorry you're there. Hi, Assalamualaikum. Your mic, can you unmute yourself, Tan Sri?
I've been trying it. Okay.
Got it. Cool. Okay, you're in theme too. Okay, Tan Sri, what time is it over there?
Now it's 6:30 p.m.
Oh, awesome. Oh, we thought it was 5:30. 6:30 already. Thank you so much
now
for joining
it's
us
6:30
today.
p.m.
We look forward to having you. And the topic today,
thank you.
Daring to own it, daring to finally own it. Okay, Tan Sri, over to you. Enjoy, guys.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to all in Malaysia. Thank you. I'm really humbled that the organizers have chosen me to be one of the speakers for today. And I was made to understand that Datuk Sri Panglima, Datuk Azizah will be around, but I've yet to see her. She was my former boss, and she's one of the women leaders that I must say she's really up to it, that all of us must give all the respect to her, because she was with the Ministry of Women and Community Development. And before that, she was in Sabah. And in Sabah, she was also handling the women issue. So thank you, Adla, for inviting me. Kementerian Pembangunan Negara dan Luar Bandar. And also, happy 55th anniversary to Mara. Thank you very much. And not to forget, selamat menyambut International Women's Day. All of you women out there, strong women out there. Thank you very much. Now, before I go to this slide, it's on the Constitution. Let me stress one point. There needs to be, we have to endorse the democratization of women. Democratization of women. Okay? And looking at it, we must relate to history ataupun sejarah lama yang terdahulu, whereby we see former women leaders, they were the ones making an impact on us now. So in other words, we should give recognition to them. Kita mesti memberi penghormatan kepada wanita-wanita yang terdahulu, our former leaders, yang telah memastikan bahawa kita sekarang ni, the present generation has a highway. They built the highway for us to ensure that we move forward with speed. And in that context, to the legacies of the former leaders should always be promoted and should be talked about among the younger generations, so that we don't forget what happened before. And these former leaders too, they created a positive ecosystem for the empowerment of women today. Among them, I would like to quote Tun Fatimah Hashim, the first woman minister, and also Tan Sri Aisyah Ghani. So these two individuals, they really made an impact on a woman in Malaysia, and they were brave enough to forge, to ensure that women in Malaysia, they are up to the mark until today. So that's my opening speech on women of Malaysia. And when you talk about women or dasar policies being made, I would say that not only the policy makers, bukan saja pembuat dasar daripada kementerian-kementerian kerajaan yang memastikan dasar yang ada sekarang ini akan diimplementasikan. No, actually dasar-dasar ini adalah merupakan comradeship ataupun kerjasama di antara different sectors, education, bankers, accountants. So dasar actually is whereby the voices of women are integrated and to ensure that kita women will be empowered throughout our journey. So that's a democratization of women that I would like to to talk about today. Now, for me ada tiga dasar kerajaan yang telah memberi impak yang besar kepada wanita-wanita di Malaysia. Pertamanya ialah the amendment of our constitution. That was done in year 2001. Pindaan perlembagaan artikel 82. That was done in 2001. Okay, let me try to relate this. The Americans, the USA, United States of America, they had their independence 250 over years. Okay, and Malaysia, we had our independence in 1957. So in 2001, we managed to amend our constitution. 44 tahun selepas merdeka, 44 years after our independence, we succeeded in the amendment of our constitution. We inserted the word gender. Why the word gender? The word gender is because we want to ensure that women, we have equality, equality before the law. The Americans, they had their constitution 250 over years, and until today, they have been trying hard to get, or rather to insert the word gender, equality of law in terms of women dalam constitution mereka, perlembagaan mereka. So, I would say that women in Malaysia, we are much more gung-ho, plus not only women, the males then, the males maknanya laki-laki ataupun the males yang bersama-sama membuat constitution yang untuk menukar constitution itu sendiri, mereka juga adalah gender sensitized people, individuals. That was in 2001, the cabinet endorsed the amendment of the constitution, memastikan tiada diskriminasi ke atas gender. Why tiada diskriminasi ke atas gender? Sekira, I remember one case, yang mana seorang guru, dia pregnant, but she was terminated. Okay, I'm not too sure sekolah mana. And when she was terminated, dia pergi kepada perundangan, and she won the case. That is where diskriminasi of gender memainkan peranan dalam konteks perlembagaan. Nobody can go against that. So again, I would like to congratulate our Malaysian women that we are actually much more successful in terms of gender, amendment of gender dalam kita punya constitution, even in comparison to the developed economies. Now, can I go to the next slide, please? Now, another reason for penanda aras kesamaan gender, in terms of boardroom level, 2000 and we had it in 2011. 2011 we had this policy. We established the policy of ensuring 30% women on board, share of women at boardroom level. That was in 2010. And if kalau kita tengok statistics ni, 2010 we had then only 8%, 8% saja wanita dalam boardroom dalam boardroom sebagai board members. Okay, but with that policy implemented in 2011, then what happened? 2019 we see an increase of 28.6%. In fact, now is more. Okay, when we talk about 30% women in boardroom, bermakna it's not a quota. It's not a quota, meaning it's not 30%, that's it, full stop. No, it is a target. It is a target. In fact, it can be more than the 30%. It can be even 40%. And if we are aggressive enough, for example, the private sector, they are aggressive enough, or rather the government and private sector, they work together, we can achieve more than the 40%. In the case of France, for example, all board members must have 40% women. Otherwise, they will be penalized. The organization will be penalized. So sort of that kind of policies, I can assure that it works in the context of Malaysia, that we can see the figures here, and maybe we can in future develop more policies, something like this, yeah? Okay, next slide, please. Can I have the next slide? Now, the other slide is done on the women and public policy, yeah? Dasar 30% wanita pembuat keputusan. Again, 30% is actually is the target, not a quota again. Now, we had this policy in 2004. So 2005, for example, the statistics says here that then we had 19.2% of women in decision making in the public sector. Siapakah mereka ni? Mereka ini adalah JUSA, Jawatan Utama Sektor Awam. JUSA, super scale C and above. Then it was only 19.2%. Come 2019, we managed to get 36.1%. In fact, now it's more. So this DASA will have to be implemented by the public sector, and to ensure that we continue to have this 30%. So back to the boardroom just now. Club 30 is very good in terms of their contribution to ensure that women will be in the board members, yeah, the 30%. But Club 30 might even want to change the title, or rather the club name. Maybe Club 50, for example, yeah. That will ensure that a woman will continue be in the board of organizations or the corporate sector. And again, kalau kita lihat daripada dulu, kita ada 7 KSU wanita in 2014, and recently kita lantik lagi 2 KSU wanita, yeah, which is good in the sense that early on it was lower, but now it's back to 7 again. And in fact, it should be continuously increased. Reason being, we have 28 ministries altogether, and we have only 7 KSU wanita. We should have more KSU wanita. We should insist that the wanita, and for that matter, the public sector, we have 70% of the public sector, they are women. Yeah? Jadi kita mesti menaruh ataupun mempromosikan wanita-wanita dalam konteks ini. Dan pada masa yang sama, actually, dengan adanya wanita dalam pembuat keputusan, be it in the public sector or the private sector, there will be diversity. It's important to have a diversity, sebab bila lelaki sahaja yang become the pembuat keputusan, it means that they are not siding women most of the time, yeah. And most of the time they will have decisions catering for the or rather accommodating the males. So that's the reason why, one of the reasons why that we should have women as lebih ramai wanita dalam konteks pembuat keputusan, be it in the public sector or the private sector or the corporate sector for that matter. Yeah. So I think my final slide here. Can I have the next slide, please? Do I have the next slide in time? Okay. Now, having said all this, for me, we should adopt voice. That's my proposal for our women today. Yeah, voice, VOICE. Why voice? Voice for democratization of women at all levels. We need to ensure that women, they are everywhere, in all spheres, in all areas, and to ensure that they not only be there as masters, but as leaders in the respective areas or levels, and they are the one commanding the organization. Yeah. So voice means to say that there's freedom, and also they are democratized, and by the fact that they can voice their opinion, that's independence. So O is for ownership. Ownership of women's actions creates confidence and self-esteem. So whatever we do in future, have the ownership, because that will build our character, and also that will give us confidence and self-esteem in decision making. Decision making is very important. Women must have decision making, be it in the office or even at home. Yeah, or even at home, especially at home, I would say. Yeah, and by doing that, the respect should be gained from the family members too. And I is for me independent. We have to be independent. Independent mindsets results in strength and willpower. For us to move forward, for us to ensure that we can move forward hard and, gutsy and also strong. Therefore, we must have independent mindset. This is where mentoring is very crucial. Mentoring among women. You see, there's one leader that you really look up to. Yes, you have to mentor that and try to emulate, or rather learn, not emulate, I would say, learn the characters, the personalities, the ethics of how to be independent, how to be an independent woman. And then you have arrived. And also, women, you don't backstab women. Never backstab women. We should be championing each other. Championing on women's agenda strengthens sisterhood and respect. That's it. We should not be backstabbing each other. We should come together on one platform. And also we should be together in terms of sisterhood. Develop that and then give respect to each other. So that's the agenda of women, that we should be championing each other. And empowering. I strongly believe in empowering of women. Empowering women is the best investment for a nation, for the present and also the future. Empowering will ensure that the woman will move forward. Remember, I met a professor from Oxford at one time, a Nobel Prize winner. He told me that woman is the most important element in a nation. Why? Because women, they give birth to future leaders. Therefore, we have to take care of women. We have to take care of women in terms of their education, in terms of their health, in terms of their security, in terms of their being. So, on that ground, we need to invest more on women. Reason being, they are going to give birth to the future leaders. And also, remember, almost 50% of the population of all nations in the world consists of women. Therefore, we need to ensure that they are not lagging behind. They will not be left behind, but they should move forward with the male. And on that account, I think I've reached my 20 minutes as being asked by the organizer. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful day talking to you guys and sharing with all of you here. Thank you.
Is that correct, Tan Sri? Yeah. David. Oh, is it mute now? Tan Sri? Tan Sri, can unmute? Can't hear you just now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
right,
now we can. Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead, guys. Give a grade. Lots of love, lots of like, lots of whatever thumbs up to Tan Sri. Thank you for your sharing, Tan Sri. And remember, guys, have a voice, right? Have a voice. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now, we've heard from Tan Sri. Now, before we move to the next speaker, I need you guys to, let's quickly recap what you've learned. We have the acronym VOICE. Now, let's see if somebody can tell me what V stands for. That's easy, right? It's too easy. Love, Tan Sri. Exactly. Right. Yeah, let's see what V stands for. All right. Oh, yes, thank you. Voice, exactly. Oh, ownership. Very good. Okay, we have from Lin. Good. And then we have C. C for? Oh, I first. I. Independence. Awesome. You guys are awake. You guys are here. Thank you so much for being present. Next one we have C for championing. And finally, E is for championing. Awesome, guys. Yes, thank you, Angel. Who's that? Okay, Patty. Empowering, finally. The last part, E for empowering. All right, that so resonate with our today's message. Sangat selari kan dengan message kita hari ini. Okay, baik. Untuk sesi seterusnya, ya. By the way, as Tan Sri said, right, to have a voice, and I believe. And we all believe we don't have to wait for other people to give us voice, right? We take ownership and let's own our voice. So, to that, we are going to go to the next speaker. Again, an amazing lady, and she's a true supporter of the International Work-Life Balance Forum. Yeah, she's been with us for a few times. Now, this next speaker is also not just a very, very highly intellectual and very contributes a lot to the country. She also is the current the Commissioner of Human Rights Commission, member of Malaysia Competition Commission, and honorary professor for UNIMAS. At the same time, a fellow Academy of Sciences Malaysia. Wow. Oh, dah bertambah-tambah dah, Prof. Oh, wow. Okay, last time, Prof. Now that's Dato. Prof. Dato, doctor. Madeline Berma. Last time I met her, Prof. Doctor. Now, Prof. Dato, Dr. Madeline Berma, right? With her topic, defining true leadership, activating your leadership DNA. Okay, Prof, are you ready? Awesome. Can't wait to hear you. Unmute yourself, okay? Prof, unmute yourself. Unmute. You have to unmute. Cannot? Can? Click. Okay, people. Now, let's listen to Prof.
Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. You know, how do I say this? When you said that the titles are just too long. We must not be defined by our title. I am Madeline Anak Berma, and I'm not.
And that's something to be proud of.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much.
Prof, ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the stage to you. Yeah? Yes, the slides ready?
Yes.
The slides ready. Awesome. Okay? Over to you.
I have it with the organizers. The slides.
Yeah, the slides are on already. It's on.
Okay.
It's on, Prof.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
You can hear me now.
Yes.
20 minutes. It's not easy to get me to speak only in 20 minutes. That is only an introduction. Okay. Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to thank Datin Liz, Adla, and especially one of my, my idol, Tan Sri Noorul, my good friend. Now, the actions kan sebab dia dah inject dia inject Tan Sri belum?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So she's one of those few yang the rare few in Malaysia who went to US and got her injection from there. Okay, thank you very much to the organizers. Now, basically what I intend to do today, first I will just a brief introduction about myself because people have been asking who is this Madeline Berma, and they always think that I am from Myanmar. I get very irritated because my name is Berma doesn't mean I am from Myanmar, okay? All right, number two, this is the first time I'll be sharing, well, I'm not too sure about the first part, defining true leadership. But what I can say is, these are the things that how do I activate my own leadership DNA if I can consider myself a leader, which I still think that I am still, I mean, I have a long way to go. Okay, can we go to the next? I love this slide. Okay, thank you. Can you please proceed? Oops. Hello. All right, just a brief introduction. Itu sengaja tu. That was when I did my research in Dabong during the Great Flood of 2014. Now, as I mentioned just now, I'm a Commissioner of Human Rights. I'm also a member of we call it MYCC, and then I'm with UNIMAS right now. I'm also a Fellow of the Academy of Sciences, Adjunct Professor of Taylor's University. Tan Sri, you forgot to mention all your academic credentials. You have much greater ones. And I have, the most important thing, I served for 32 years with UKM. So basically, I am what I am today is more of, because I am, apa yang kata, saya adalah seorang pensyarah sebenarnya. Okay, proceed. Now, saya akan berkongsi sedikit my experience and how, or the way I look at what it takes to be a leader. Okay, number one, very, very important for me, maybe not for other people, but for me, number one is we have to be very authentic. We cannot be, ataupun what we call, kita tak boleh jadi orang lain. We cannot be an imitation of somebody else. I cannot become Tan Sri Noorul. I cannot imagine like her, ya ampun, dia naik gunung, turun gunung. She has two children and she has dua cucu sekarang kan. And then, you know, I mean, we cannot be like her. I'm just using her as a very good example because she's staring at me right now because we promised to meet up after dia balik KL nanti, and we love to talk about God knows what. And then we must walk the talk. We cannot say one thing and do another thing. Okay? This one you all know, but it's just that I need to reiterate. These are the things that what I feel enables me to go where I am today. And then I must learn, we must learn to stop and enjoy the experience. We must have time for ourselves, time for our family. Jangan duk asyik duk jadi, I know lah you KSU, I know lah you penjara, I know lah you are professor lah, whatever it is. But stop, enjoy the experience. Take time to look around. In UKM, kami banyak beruk tau. Because in UKM, we have a lot of problem because of, you know, near UKM tu banyak pokok yang dah ditebang. So beruk-beruk ni dia tak ada tempat, you know. So I used to enjoy watching it because my room, I have a beautiful view. But besides the library, I do have time to enjoy the beruk, you know. People say, what, Madeline, you enjoy the beruk? You will never know. Until and when we got the COVID, when we have not seen no human being. I remember in August, in March last year, you know, oh my goodness, I said, manalah pergi zaman manusia. I used to miss my student, I miss my relatives, I miss my friend. I am such a, you know, I suka together. So I really miss my friends, okay? So number one, be authentic. We must be authentic. We must be our true self. Continue. Number two, continue. They're a bit slow, Maaf. Okay. I also believe in diversity of thoughts. We cannot have mempunyai pandangan yang sama, orang yang sama, latar belakang yang sama. Apa yang penting, kita mesti mempunyai keupayaan untuk what we call, we must be open-minded, we must appreciate differences and respect divergent opinions. Because most of the leaders, you know, I am going through what I call it, I am a rank and file punya person. I go from the very bottom and I am where I am today is because as I mentioned, you know, I mix around with lots of people, with students, orang muda, orang tua, yang separuh tua, yang tak sedirinya tua pun ada. So semua ramai yang kita jumpa. And we learn from them, okay? So we need a lot of diversity of experience, skill and thoughts, you know, that doesn't come from having all the same people in the room. Tadi Tan Sri sebut, you must have that diversity. It comes from having people from different genders. Oh, banyak gender tu. Not just gender, genders, you know. I'm working with Suhakam, so I do receive a lot of inputs, we do receive a lot of complaints from people from, diverse background, people, we call it LGBTQI. Ya ampun, kalau ada exam nanti tak tahulah saya, okay? So, as much, that is not the time for us to show, that is not a time for us to show our moral, to stand on moral grounds. As a commissioner of Suhakam, that is time when we listen how members of different ethnic group, how members of different class, how members of different gender are being, their rights are being violated. So we must have this diversity. We must learn to embrace differences. Okay? Okay, continue. Another thing that I also learn as I go along, continue. Next slide, please. Passionate. I am a very passionate person. Look at me. Bila bercakap pun macam, really, but these are the things I learned. In school, I am a debater. I am a school. But not so much into the exam type lah. Sorry ya. So exam tu okay lah. Learning. Tetapi bila ada sports, I will be there. Not necessarily menang. Bila sports really, really teach you to win and to learn how to lose. And if you win, what are you supposed to do? And if you lose, what are you supposed to do? Not to pull your long face, but everything. I am into drama. So that's why I can become a drama queen at time. Kalau marah, macam mana nak marah. And in the US, I learned how to do 7 different smiles. Smile when you are angry. Ya ampun, I learned that when I was doing my postgrad class. So, because we are doing marketing masa tu. So learn. You have to learn all this expression. Okay. Now we must. Is it leading with titles or is it leading with passion? A lot of people a lot of leaders. I was very fortunate. Nanti I will share with you the names of those few women who have really shaped me, and also men. These are what I call them the giants. So these are the people. Most of them, you never see them so sibuk dengan their title. But what they do, they share their experience. They share their life experiences, their knowledge, their skill. Jangan dia kata, jangan lupa tau. Don't forget to call me, I am Tan Sri, blah, blah, blah. Like Tan Sri Noorul. Only when we are in an office, that's when you get to know. Other than that, it's really, it is a different level. Meaning to say, these are people you can approach, you can meet up with them and talk to them without feeling there is a barrier because ya ampun title dia berjela kat depan tu. So the people that I've learned a lot from are those. Yes, they do have titles. Titles not only what? Adanya ketua kampung, adanya JKK, adanya ketua darjah, adanya guru. They are titles. And they also, some of them are tantris, some of them, Tun belum sampai lagi, belum sempat lagi jumpa. Okay, now, for me, it is very important for us to seek solutions rather than problems. There are people who tend to focus on problem, highlight problem day and night. Especially now that I have to do a lot of, sharing about COVID. People talk about the negative side of COVID. People talk about the negative side of, all the things that is happening right now. But I would like to see, what about the other side? How do we solve them? The little things that we can do. I always remember my ustad, and I always share this kisah ustad I dekat UKM. I ada ustad juga. Sebab saya mengambil di UKM, kami ada kursus kursus yang kami wajib lulus agama Islam. Dia kata kalau you berjalan jumpa ranting, it's not even a lock. Ranting means what do you call it? A twig. Dekat jalan raya tu, your responsibility is ambil twig tu, letak dekat tepi, and you memudahkan urusan manusia. Dia kata you have done good. Dia kata wah, I said that is so easy to do good. There is just a ranting, pick it up, just put it on the on the side of the road. So you don't have to, become a prime minister. You don't have. It's okay lah to become prime minister. You don't have to do so much. Really to make you feel that you have done something. Just do something little pun tak apa, right? The other one, positive energy. You are fun to be with. Orang look forward. Ni macam ni nak dating dengan Tan Sri ni. Dah berapa lama ni? Dia belum balik lagi ni. Dah dating. Tan Sri bila nak balik ni? Nak tanya bila kita berdua nak makan. We do have a common story lah that we love to share lah. Remember Tan Sri kita pergi Rembong? Oh my God. You know, people love to be with you. Bukannya bila dia jumpa you terus dia nampak you daripada jauh terus melencong ke tepi. And then they say, oh my God, not another time. So you must be someone, when people meet you, there is something that can get from you. So these are the things I learned as I go up. There is this person, there is this Tan Sri, memang you tahu dia garang, ya ampun. Memang harimau jadian lah tu, you know. Tetapi you know that when you meet them, you meet this person, you know that you will get something. Satu, memang you akan kena, ataupun ada benda yang you perlu belajar for the day, or you must, there is something. Dia kata, Madeline, there is something, blah, 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 blah. So this one, I truly appreciate. These are the kind of leaders that I love to meet, yeah? So they are fun to be with, and they take action, and they're very resourceful. You tanya satu soalan, ya ampun, dia jawab 3, kadang-kadang tu dia bagi you banyak maklumat. You minta satu buku je tau. Can you recommend me one book? Or can you recommend me a name? Nanti dia bagi you senarai nama dengan linknya sekali, dengan handphonenya sekali. These are leaders, you know. Because they are not afraid to share. They are not afraid to do what they need to do. Okay. The other one is that they are always learning. They never stop learning. And you always learn from them. So these are the things I learned. Ya ampun, bangun nombor 3. Okay, continue. Continue. I'll be a bit faster now. Continue. Okay. Satu. Another thing that I also learned, we must learn to empathize. Don't just sympathize. Many of us really always use this word. I really sympathize with you. But we don't do anything. Oh, you menangis lah together, you know. Sedih together. But when we empathize, we, you know, not only, you know, you walk in their shoes, but you must do something. Kalau dia ada masalah, semalam I received a call, a WhatsApp from my friend. I think she had a minor heart attack. You know, I was so stressed out. I just wanted to say, kesiannya you, sedihnya you. You know, kalau ada people. But I did ask her, you know, is there anything that I can do? You know, since we are from UKM, I'm from UKM. Is there anything that I can do for you? Maybe I can link you up to our colleagues in UKM. She said, not for the time being. I just need to do this. So it's just not enough by saying, you sedihnya you, ataupun ada setengah yang lagi teruk lagi, dia pun baca ayat-ayat agama dia. Kalau Kristian tu dia bacalah ayat which verse of the Bible to show that you must repent. You know, that kind of thing. That is not what we wanted. What we want is people you just not only listen, but you tend to do something about it. Okay? So that is empathize, and don't just sympathize. Okay. As leaders, that is very important. I have received that through my life, throughout my career. I do have people who tend to sympathize, but there are people who don't just sympathize, they empathize. They know the position that you are in, okay? So they help you to work it out, okay? To find ways to break down barriers, to create bridges and break down barriers for us, women. Tan Sri? Thank you. I tengok dia je. Nanti, kenapa saya sebut nama dia kerap? Adalah tu. Come, continue. The next one. Ada 2 lagi slide. Now, another thing. The leaders that I meet, they always focus on elevating others. Saya tadi takut telinga saya mendengar Tan Sri. She keep on saying, woman, woman, woman. You know, like they, you know, you must, when you are a leader, you must bring up another woman. You know, bring up another woman. These I have learned because I am very fortunate because I do have really, you know, I do have women leaders that I work with throughout my years in the university. Okay, and also men. Okay, they must be aware. You know, dia jangan hidup dalam dunia dia, not just glass ceiling. Remember, we don't just have what we call tangga yang menyebabkan kita tergelincir. You know, we have glass ceiling, and it's not just one glass ceiling. There's so many glass, kadang-kadang concrete. Some people really concrete, not even glass. You know, there are so many ceilings above us, and there are walls, and even the floors that we walked on, women, is very slippery. One moment you tergelincir sana, next moment tergelincir sana. You know, Dato nak naik atas, ada lagi batasan-batasan. That's why we need to support each other, help each other, alleviate when you are in the position to do so. If you are not in the position to do so, kita bantu sesama sendiri. You know, They are sometimes men friends also realize that they kata, you a woman like Tan Sri kata tadi, you tend to backstab on each other. And then cara dia backstab, kami orang ekonomi belajar, you know, in egalitarian society, no, in a society yang selalu dia tak tahu cara lain, apa dia do? They use gossip. Gossip is the best way to pull someone down. Orang yang hebat, masyarakat yang hebat, they pull each other up. Orang yang kurang hebat ataupun masyarakat yang ni, they pull each other down. By what? Dia banyak-banyak cara dia buat. And one of the best way to do it and the most simplest of way is through gossip. So what do? You gossip. And you know when it is a gossip, when they start saying, you tahu tak? Oh, that is a starting. That is dia punya point bermula dengan you tahu tak? Itu nombor satu. And ujung dia akan kata, you jangan cerita dengan orang lain tau. I je yang cerita dengan you tau. So you thought you are the most privileged. So these are the keywords, okay? Use high levels of love and discipline. You respect your staff. You embrace diversity, but there must be a level of discipline. You know, you cannot just because being a leader, you are not the leader of club golf, club swimming club, whatever club. There is an element of KPIs. There are things that we need to achieve. So we need to achieve that, but there must be a good balance. So that's why women make good leaders, but they also can be very poor leaders because they sometimes it goes overboard to one end. There can be so much love, they forget about the discipline part, and they can be so disciplinary that they forget about it. So we need to find a balance. And this is what I want to say. I have seen further. I'm saying this for myself. I could. I have seen further. It is because I stand on the shoulders of others. I am not where I am today is because first I have so many leaders that provides me with the opportunities. I can start by saying number one, when I was in school, my teacher believed in me, you know, and that was when you were in school, okay. Then I went to the university. In the university, I had the biggest challenge because I am Iban, because there's not many Iban in my class at that time. So you became the butt of the joke, you know. When they talk about Iban, they always terbayang orang Iban sama ada dia menari, you know, dia menari. Kami orang Iban kan, kalau ditayang dekat TV, kami always ditunjuk menari, the woman menari, and the male menyumpit. Itu je cerita dia. Okay, so I get the butt of the joke. Then I went into apa namanya? Then I bekerja. The bekerja, I was very fortunate. 99.99999% of my colleagues are all Malay Muslims. Okay, so I learned from them. I learned the best from them because they taught me, you know, they're very very good values. You know, my ketua jabatan and everything. Then after that, I was given a small opportunity to head some programs. And then after that, maybe this is about giving opportunities. Then it was Tan Sri Sharifah Hapsah, my Vice Chancellor, gave me the opportunity to lead what we call the Women Leadership Center. And that's when I met Tan Sri Noorul. She provided, Tan Sri, thank you very much. You gave me the opportunity. I remember you dragged me to Russia. I mean, people like me, I only apply for academic. Itu pun dapat tak dapat. But dia guna signature sikit aja. Because she was masa tu you were the KSU, Kementerian Wanita. So you said, Madeline, there is a seminar in Russia. I want you to join me. I mean, we never get that kind of opportunities, Tan Sri. We apply for academic seminars, 90% tak dapat, 10% dapat, so pergi. And always talking about economics. And suddenly I was exposed. And I saw how it should be done that way. Masa tu saya baru. Okay, so I have people like Tan Sri Sharifah Hapsah, Tan Sri Noorul. I must thank Tan Sri Shahrizat. She provided that opportunity. And I do have members from the academia. And members from Akademi of Sains in Malaysia. They gave me the opportunity because I am only a Professor Madya. I don't even have a full professor. So in Akademi Sains, you are being invited. You don't apply. So I was fortunate. I have people like people in the academia, you know, people like Tan Sri Dato Madeline, people like Prof Rama, who invited me in. They believe in me. And I also have male friends and male colleagues. So this is what I say. You are not where you are without realizing that we are where, because we can see further, is because I stand on the shoulders of giants. These are the giants, the few that I can name. A few more, two more slides. Lagi tadi tu, tak habis-habis. Orang Iban punya baca, dia tak pandai. Number 3, always leave a leadership fingerprint. Always leave something behind. You will be remembered. I remember all the leaders who are competent. Memang garang Tuhan aja yang tahu. Tetapi you tahu, when you submit a paper to them, don't you ever dare forget your comma, your full stop, your whatever it is. But at the same time, you learn. Okay, I've learned that from my Tan Sri. Okay, I mean Tan Sri Sharifah. Don't you ever dare, dia kata. This is not the kind of paper. Madeline, this is not the kind of paper coming from you. You know, that kind of thing. Integrity. Yes, that is really something. They walk the talk. Okay, good judgment. They are wise. These are women I've learned. They are very, very wise. You know, they learn. And then we learn from them. And then, oh, they are very, very strong. You know, strong, bukan mana dia every now and then dia angkat berat. You can see them make decision. They are strong yet gentle. You know, that these are the kind of women I really respect. Oh, dalam keadaan duduk dekat mesyuarat tu, duduk dekat situ, you can see them in control. No nonsense. You know, lah woman bila dia di pengurusi, ya ampun. Garang. Man, normally you take the time, then they make the decision. Okay lah. But when you talk about being strong, you see them, you sit in front there. Okay. Courageous. Ya ampun, I have seen decisions being made that I thought I will never dare do it. And that's when you see real leaders. You know, when they strive during times of difficulties, do you make the right decision? Sometimes that decision may not be right at that time, but that is about judgment. And then they always alleviate others. And during a meeting, they will ask their officers. Bukan dia dengan pandangan dia sendiri aja. Officers memanglah menggeletarkan. They are on their toes. My last slide. Dia mesti tujuh juga. Be humble. Humility is the foundation of leadership to me. Okay? It's not about, as many people say, it's not about thinking less of ourselves, but thinking of ourselves less. Ini kadang-kadang tak ada cerita lain. Facebook penuh aja cerita Facebook saya lah. Penuh dengan cerita makan. Ataupun cerita gambar ambil angle ni lah, ambil angle tu. There's nothing wrong with taking a lot of angles. But if you are in a position, there are also times you need to highlight your officers. You know, who are the people? Actually, you are where you are is because of your officers. Your staff bawah you. Not always all the time yang atas you or provide you opportunities. But it's your staff that puts you where you are. You are on your toes. That make sure that all your minutes are ready. Okay, these are the things. And I have seen my all these giants admitting mistakes, even openly, and even say, "I am sorry. I think I have made a mistake here." Okay, can I hear? You know, what is the best opinion here? So they do admit mistakes. And I love them for that. And I say, oh, bestnya macam ni lah ketua. Nanti kalau I lah jadi ketua, I wish I can have that, you know, I have that strength. You know, only strong people can admit mistake. It's the weak who never dares to admit their mistake. The weak will never apologize. But the strong are the ones who can stand up there and say, sorry, I made a mistake. Be patient. Aduh, ini orang Iban tak ada peluang ini. I'm not a very ini orang Melayu memang hebat ini. They're very sangat konsep dia sangat dia kata kita jangan terlalu gopoh, kita must be patient and things like that. We must listen to understand, take responsibility. And then another last thing that I love, you know, which maybe others may not agree with me, is you must be deep inside you. You must be deep. Oh my God, this is what I said. Read poetry. Watch movies. Movies gila pun tak apa. Even Shah Rukh Khan. I love Tamil movies. You know why? Because I don't even understand a single word. But I love the storyline. Even if people think you are crazy, but it doesn't matter. You can be crazy. Read, okay? Do a lot of reading. Please, you know, reading definitely put you on your toes. So you must be, kata orang, when you, to acquire that depth in you, you must have the social science of you. You must be artistic in your approach. You may have colors in your life. You must have a lot of things. Then to me, these are the leaders that I have learned. So my last one, dia kena cakap pasal ibadah. Okay, I am an academic researcher once. So I am an academic researcher and I will always be. So that's why when you see me tiba-tiba nampak glamour tu, that is I'm another side to me. All my life, 32 years, I've done research. So I am purely as a leader. I want to consider myself as an academic researcher. Last one, my quotation. Okay, on mind. These are the people that I've learned from. You know, I've learned from this makcik, the ring lady woman, kaki dia the ring. There are only about 5 of them left in Malaysia, in the world, in Sarawak. You can find them. I've met with my really by academic guru, that is macam kata orang Professor Yunus. And then I met those women in GSW, Tan Sri. You also signed all this document that enables me to join GSW in New York, to be with, as I said, as you say, you must be where you are, you know, because with the chair, we had an opportunity to attend. Kalau tidak, I cannot attend this because it's not academic for me. And the last one, of course, I was in the United Nations, you know, to represent. We did a paper and we have to present there. Okay, my last one, ya ampun, dari tadi last. Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that impact lasts in your absence. This is from Cheryl Sandberg. I think I'm sure many of you have read her. And my very last slide. Okay, this is an Iban one. This is an Iban term. Don't forget I am Iban. Gajah mati ninggal ke gading. Remawang mati ninggal ke taring. Mensia mati ninggal ke lanting. When an elephant dies, it leaves its tusk. When a tiger dies, it leaves its fangs. When a human dies, she leaves her name. So that's why we Iban is very important, and you leave a legacy behind, regardless of whatever it is. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. It's all about showing up, I believe. Yeah, Prof. Showing up, and
yes.
then of course, like you said, the giants see you and give you the opportunities. Inshallah. Yeah. And being deep. Yeah. I think the deep is so important for you to develop your wisdom. Yes. You got to increase that depth. Yeah. Maksudnya berfikiran dengan lebih mendalam lah, bukan setakat surface kan?
Yes.
That's the quality. Shallow je kan. Jadi whatever you see tu, look deeper, go deeper, right?
Yes.
Okay. Amazing sharing, Prof. It's amazing sharing. We'd love to hear. I know I love to hear more. I always enjoy your talk.
Sorry, I think of my time.
I always do. But we need to go to our next speaker. But please stay on, Prof. Please stay on. Yeah, just like Tan Sri do, stay on. Yeah, and then later we can have more discussion. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, go ahead. You can switch on your camera as well so we can see your lovely faces. Yeah, so there's more engagement. Right, for our next speaker, we're bringing somebody. Thank you so much, Prof. Do stay on, yeah? For the next speaker, we are live streaming her all the way from Melbourne, Australia. We have somebody from San Diego. Now we're bringing somebody from Melbourne, Australia. All right? And this special lady, she's the founder of EQ Business Academy. Yeah. And her passion is real to inspire entrepreneurs to reveal their genius to the world. Oh, that resonated with me. That's awesome. And not only that, she has won the Australian Coach of the Year Award. You want to listen to this lady? Yeah. And her name is Raja Yasmin. Okay. So Raja Yasmin will talk. We'll talk on the topic, leading her way, embracing your feminine power. Okay. Raja Yasmin, you're there? Hi. What time is it over there in Melbourne? You can unmute yourself. Okay, cool.
Yes. Assalamualaikum. How are you?
Waalaikumsalam. Alhamdulillah. What time is it over there, Raja Yasmin?
We have a 3 hours gap here, so now it's around 1:30.
Oh, that's so bad. That's not so bad. Okay. Yeah. So excited to hear from you as well on this topic, leading her way. Yeah, leading her way, embracing your feminine power. I'm sure that's a topic you're passionate of, and I can't wait to hear from you. I bet the audience also are very eager to hear. Okay, over to you, Yasmin.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Apa khabar, Malaysia? Oh my God, I miss Malaysia so much. All the way here from Melbourne, so you guys can just rock with me together today. I know that many of you guys might be like wondering, who am I? So basically, I'm a business coach. But before that, I just want to say thank you so much to all the team members, who have actually organizing this epic event. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. And thank you so much, of course, to Datin Liz for giving me the opportunity. So I met Datin Liz, I think about a few years back, because she came here in Melbourne. So kawan atas kawan that I get to know her. And of course, I feel so humble today for having this opportunity, you know, to share with everyone. So you guys can say hi to me. And also, yeah, thank you so much to the amazing speaker, Tan Sri Noorul. Hello, Tan Sri Noorul, all the way from US, and also Prof. Madeline. Oh my gosh, you guys are so inspiring. Such a valuable insight that I think that is just resonate with what I'm doing here in Melbourne. So I've been here in Melbourne for 15 years already. So again, before that, I also would love to acknowledge all the audience who are here today. So I think roughly about 155. Oh my God, you guys are epic. You guys are amazing. So just say hi to me. And thank you so much for your time, for being here. Inshallah, I'll give as much values as I can. And what I want to share today is basically what Tan Sri Noorul has been sharing about voice. Oh my God, that really resonated with me 100%. And also what Prof. Madeline was saying about authenticity, because this is what I'm gonna share together with everyone today, because I always believe, you know, in terms of every single one of us, we have our own strength, our own potential. And as what you were saying about voice just now, is really as what I'm saying with my vision. I'm helping women entrepreneurs out there to voice themselves out there. Believe in yourself, trust in yourself. You have so much potential in you. You got to get out there, you know, share your voice and help the people out there, because you never know. Because sometimes we ourselves, sometimes we kind of like play small with ourselves. We're not confident with ourselves. We thought that we are not good enough. But the moment when you go out there, you reach more people out there, then only you started to realize, oh my God, I have so much to give, and I have that capacity to help so many people out there. So that is actually my mission here. Yes, 15 years in Melbourne, Australia. So I've been helping so many women, entrepreneur women coming from different backgrounds, different races, religious belief. And I feel so grateful for that opportunity to help them, you know, not just about, because my skill is actually in business and marketing. And basically what I'm helping them is more than that, help them to identify their true potential, to identify their authenticity while running and managing their business. Because I am a true believer, whatever that you want to do, especially in business, we women, we understand, right? We have so many roles, so many responsibility. So in order for us to be successful, particularly because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm helping many women entrepreneurs out there. So I 100% believe that whatever it takes, you got to take care of yourself first. Some people, especially in Asian culture, you might be thinking that, my God, this sounds quite selfish. To tell you the truth, it's not. So this is what I'm going to share with everyone today. So you guys can ask me any questions. So, and you guys can just chat, give me some vibes so that I can give you guys more vibes after this as well. I appreciate whatever that you're putting in the chat box. So bila ada masa nanti saya akan tengok lah ya. Because as what Prof. Matt was saying just now, it's kind of hard. 20 minutes, wow, it's very challenging for me to share. I was like, as a business coach, paling minimum, I boleh bercakap 2.5 hours. Kalau 20 minutes tu, oh my God, this is such a challenging moment for me. But anyway, I'll try my very best to share whatever that I've been helping women entrepreneurs here. But I also have a couple of women back home in Malaysia also where I support them as well. So by looking at the title, Leading Her Way, Embracing Your Feminine Power. Oh my God, that sounds so me. When I received this topic from the organizer, you know, I feel so excited with it because it's so much resonate with me and also my clients. Because when we talk about feminine power here, it's not just, don't get me wrong here, feminine power is not about us as a female. We can have both. You know, feminine power, masculine power, but I'm not going to unpack all those power whatsoever, but just in general, try to understand what does it mean by feminine power here is the energy within us. So where does that energy come from? It comes from our, you know, our feelings, our emotions and everything. Because I can see so many guru out there, amazing guru out there, majority of them, they are speaking a lot about mindset, you know, be positive, you know, rewire your brain and everything. And I'm glad I've learned this skill where I'm going to share with all of you guys today, where I'm a certified neuro-linguistic programming and also what we call it as a meta-dynamic, which is emotional intelligence. So I'm glad that I've learned these skills from my mentor 3 years ago. So I'm using these skills where I'm going to help you guys here today as well, how you can empower yourself by learning these very simple tools and techniques of emotional intelligence, how you manage your feelings and emotion, how you manage within you. Because so many people kind of like confused between taking care of yourself and loving yourself. There's two different things here. You know, like taking care of yourself, yeah, it's good, going out, take a time off, you know, have dinner with your good friend, go to the salon and everything. Yeah, you can take care of yourself. But the most crucial part, before you can take care of yourself externally, you got to know how to take care of yourself within you. So you got to learn to know how to love yourself. So this is where people don't really understand. What do you mean by loving myself? So this is why I am going to share with you guys today this one simple technique, kind of like a very simple tools, because kalau kita cakap pasal emotional feelings and emotion, how do you manage it? We know about it. We know that we have to be positive. We need to have that positive energy and everything, but how? Can we manage it? We can't touch. We can only feel. But there is actually a technique out there. Amazing people has been doing this research and have been educating. So what happened dekat sini, dekat Melbourne, there's so many because of the issues of mental health dan sebagainya. So what happened is most of the schools nowadays, they are now adapting another one subject called emotional intelligence, how to manage your feelings and emotions and everything. So for me, again, going back, it's not enough for us to just manage our thinking pattern. It's not enough to just manage our mindset and everything. We got to learn to manage our feelings and emotions as well, because it integrated. You know, every single day, we living in multiple types of feelings and emotion within us. Every single second, we're going to experience, sometimes we feel sad, sometimes we feel love, sometimes we feel that adventurous, sometimes we feel sexy, you know, those kind of things are within us. Unfortunately, many people are not conscious that these are also the, I would say, the thing that we have to start being aware of. Because the moment when we start knowing how to, you know, like a focus in terms of our thought thinkings, our belief system and everything, it will definitely influence in terms of our feelings and emotion, and therefore it will affect our action. So I hope this actually makes sense to everyone here. So again, right, so the reason why I'm talking about all this is because let's go back into the topic today, which is about leadership, correct? So leadership, we as an entrepreneur, we are already a leader. In fact, we women, no doubt, we are already a leader. We take care of our family, we take care of our husband, we take care of mak mentua, pak mentua dan sebagainya. We already by nature is already a leader. So for me, what I believe is leadership must start with self-leadership. What does that mean? Self-leadership? So self-leadership means that you have to learn how to self-manage yourself first. You can't manage others if you wouldn't be able to manage yourself. How can you take care of others when you have no idea how to take care of yourself? Can you see that? Because I can see, based on my experience coaching hundreds and hundreds of hours, hundreds of women, there's so many different types of women who are very successful in business. You know, they are doing so well. Unfortunately, within them, they struggle. And they struggle in silence, suffocating, not feeling enough energy, feeling mentally stressed, physically stressed, and yet taking that responsibility to take care of others. And for me, I disagree with that. You got to balance up. In order for you wanting to help other people, you yourself have to be happy, have to be fulfilling, feeling that energy of positivity within you before you can start helping others. How can you help others when you yourself are suffocated? You don't have that oxygen. You don't have that energy level to give to someone else. So you got to fill in your cup first before you can fill in some other people's cup. I hope this is making sense to you guys, because that's what Prof. Madeline was saying just now. Yeah, I'm very passionate. This is what I do. I enjoy this topic so much because I believe, as I said, it's all start within us. So let's go into how. So you guys might be like very curious, correct? How can I do it? Who's curious? If you're curious, can you just type in, I'm curious? Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So yeah, I dah lama dah tak pakai PowerPoint slide because I've been trained by my mentor, Yasmin, engage with your audience, use flip chart better. So that's why I've been like stopping using PowerPoint slide for many, many years now. So I enjoy doing what I'm doing now using flip chart because I can engage with you guys as well. I hope that is okay with everyone. Are you guys all right with this? Right. So one thing, as I mentioned just now, how you need to take care of yourself. You as a leader, you know, if we wouldn't be able to take care of ourselves, we cannot discipline ourselves. We have so much self-doubt in ourselves. You know, we're questioning ourselves. We feel that we're so small with ourselves. How do we go about helping others if we are ourselves struggling within us? Because I can see so many women out there, they look very strong outside. But the moment when they are together with me, I allow them to be vulnerable with myself. I feel so sad. I feel so sad in a way that there's so many women out there, they are suffering in silence and they have no idea how to take care of themselves, how to manage themselves. So that is my main reason why I'm here today to support all the women out there, especially because we women nowadays, we have so many responsibilities, not just taking care of our business, but also we have other responsibility as well. So one of the methods where I always share with my clients is where I use the concept, what we call it as a self-esteem triad. So before that, okay, thank you so much. So before that, let's unpack a bit. What do you mean by self-esteem? What is self-esteem? Do you really understand what self-esteem is? So this is where I would love to share with everyone so that we can explore together and open up our mind and become more aware with it, how important it is to have self-esteem, grow our self-esteem within us if we wanted to be an amazing leader, amazing person yourself, and to wanting to be successful and become more balanced with yourself and also the business that you're running, correct? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, self-management. So self-esteem. Okay, this is very normal among human race. Okay, what do we actually need? It's not money. It's not harta benda. The one thing that human being really need, tak kisah you pangkat apa sekalipun, this one need is where they want to be self-belonging. They want to feel love. They want to be listened. They want to be understood. Because the moment we are not getting that love, feeling belonging, what will happen? Our self-esteem will just drop. So the good news is that how I can share with you guys today is that the good news is we have that superpower within us. Yeah, to grow your self-esteem. Because the moment when you grow your self-esteem, what will happen? What will happen to you? You're going to start, number one, to start trusting yourself. You're going to start believing in yourself. How can you lead other people when you yourself wouldn't be able to believe in yourself, correct? So the moment when you start knowing and trusting and believing in yourself, of course, you feel more empowered to help other people, correct? So other things, for instance, like once you grow up your self-esteem, what will happen? You're not going to fake yourself anymore. You're going to be more authentic. You're going to throw away all those masks. You don't have to be someone else. Don't be a people pleaser. If this is what you love to do, if this is what you really want to do, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that, because if this is what you really love doing it, yeah? So throw away all those masks. Just be yourself. There's nothing wrong of being yourself, because only you can be you. No one else can be you, yeah? So these are the things also that I would love to share. So this self-esteem triad must be balanced between these three components, okay? So number one is your emotions. Number two is your needs. And number three is your boundaries. And I love this technique so much because it's so much especially resonate with us, especially women. Yeah. So number one is where you got to balance in terms of managing your emotion. So we as a human being, very common, has been conditioned thinking that emotions, they are positive emotion, negative emotion. You cannot be angry. You cannot be sad. Angry, negative emotion. frustrated, negative emotion. To tell you the truth, there's no such thing as a positive and negative emotion. How we condition it is because the way we grow up, where we learn from the past, from our experience. So I would love to give you guys this kind of like awareness, because you got to understand emotion is just emotion. It's in your body. You go through it every single day. So what I'm trying to say is that it's okay if you feel angry. It's okay if you feel frustrated. It's okay if you feel hurt. That's all okay. It's just an energy. So what happens sometimes we feel, have you ever feel that sometimes you feel berat kat dalam? You know, you get up in the morning, you feel that all this anxiety, you feel like ketat, orang Melayu cakap ketat dada dan sebagainya, is because we are looping that energy within us. Because we conditioning and we suppress the emotion. Tak boleh marah. Tak boleh feel frustrated. You know, cannot be sad. Jangan rasa sedih. So we suppress. What happened is, this is why I've learned about emotional intelligence, whereby we got to learn. There's a technique for it. I wouldn't be able to share it today, so you guys can contact me and I boleh cerita satu hari about how you can actually manage your feelings and emotion, because it's an energy. Kalau you marah, it should go through your body and it should be out from your body. And there's a technique for it. So by doing that, to tell you the truth, you become lighter and lighter and you feel more empowered, because now you know that you have that power to control that emotion within your body. Because the moment you know how to manage that, to tell you the truth, you become more clear, you become more focused. You can make decisions very fast. No matter what the challenges are that's happening in front of you, you can just face it. We'll calm, relax, because you know how to regulate that within yourself. So number 2 is where, secondly, is about needs. Ini masalah wanita. We have all these needs. Sometimes kita orang perempuan ni, kita simpan, sudah jadi ketat, jadi keras kat dalam, you know. So tak apalah, I tak nak cakap dengan orang lain. Nanti kalau I cakap, nanti dia terasa hati dan sebagainya. To tell you the truth, it's not about pasal orang lain terasa hati dan sebagainya. Every single one of us, we have needs. Kalau kita penat dan sebagainya, we have the right to say to our kids, you know, if our kids is just too demanding, Mama is very tired today, I need a time off. Can you just give me for 30 minutes? Then we talk about it. So these are the things that some women need this help, because it needs a bit of courage, you know, to tell someone that this is my need. I need a hug. I need someone to listen to me. And that's okay to share that, you know, with someone that would be able to listen to you. So these are another thing that I've been helping so many women out there, because if not, they rasa tersangkut kat dalam. So that's why sometimes you feel all this blockage, you know, you feel that, you know, something is holding you back. Have you had that experience before, guys? Have you had that experience where I want to achieve my goals, but it's just too hard? Something is blocking me. I have no idea what that is. Have you had that experience? Yeah, that's what you're saying. Susah nak control all those energy, that negativity within you. They are in there. But the moment when you are aware that you have that control, again, feminine power, you know, the power within you, you are the only one who can take charge, can take care of all the things within you. Feelings and emotion bukan orang lain punya. It's no one else. You own it. So you have that power to control it yourself. So the last one is where, this is where I love sharing for all the ladies out there, is boundaries. Ini masalah kita wanita. Very hard to say no. Betul tak? Siapa setuju? Oh my God, it's just so hard to say no. Nanti dia terasa hati. What if this person will say this, will say that, whatsoever? Guys, we have to learn to say no with love and compassion. I'm saying here is that when we say no for certain things, we can't do it or we just can't fulfill it, that's okay. That's okay to say no with love and compassion, plus without feeling any guilt. So there are certain situations. Have you guys had this situation where you feel like someone is just like walk all over you? Have you had that experience? The moment when people just walk all over you, how do you feel? You feel small with yourself. You feel less confident. You feel that you're not good enough. You feel that people are not appreciating you. So this is another thing that I train women out there not to feel guilty by saying no. there are certain things, yes, I'm capable of doing it. For example, like there are, I've received a couple of invitations where people ask me to speak. I'm okay with that. It's just that there are some other organizers that wanted me to speak something which I'm not comfortable with. And I can just say no to that organizer. I'm saying, look, this is only my expertise. I acknowledge, I appreciate, you inviting me, but I wouldn't be able to talk about this specific area because it's not my expertise. And I'm okay with it. I don't feel that guiltiness. So this is where I've been training so many women out there, because especially we women, kita dengan feelings and emotion, we as an entrepreneur, we got to realize whenever, especially not make decision, it's very hard, especially we women. Because kita termasuk dengan feelings, dengan kesian, tak sampai hati dan sebagainya. So for us to be successful, for the sake of yourself and for the sake of others, learn to say no, but with gratitude. Learn to say no with love and compassion. I hear you. Unfortunately, I won't be able to fulfill whatever that you ask. How is that resonating with you guys? Thank you so much, guys. I can see so many, all this chat thing. Oh my God, I wouldn't be able to see from here. Am I already time or not? Someone has to let me know. So almost there. Okay, last one, yeah, last one. So anyway, thank you guys for, this is one of the concepts. If you would love to know more, so I think that you can get my website, www.eqbiz.com.au. I have a lot of information in there, so you can connect with me. If you want to learn more about emotional intelligence, this is a beautiful, I would say, tools, not just helping yourself, but you also can help your team leaders, your clients, even your children. This is a very amazing tool. So lastly, before I let you go, I have 2 questions that I'm going to ask you today. All right, so just reflect. You don't have to answer it now. So question number 1 is who do you want to be 6 months from now? Who do you want to be 6 months from now? If you want to be that person 6 months from now, what are the things within you that you have to let go, stop doing? Empower yourself, the power within you to achieve what you really want to be 6 months from now. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Malaysia. Thank you, Singapore, Brunei, and UK. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, connect with me and get my website from the organizer. Inshallah, you will be making it.
Thank you, Dr. Yasmin. Very, very amazing sharing. Wonderful. Yeah, that's a very powerful message. You're right. I think the key, especially during this pandemic situation, what hit us last year, I think what you have mentioned about emotion, I think that's really the real power that everybody has to manage, embrace, and that's the true mark of a great leader. And that's what actually, I would say, the real currency about resilience. Right, and the one who stays, who leads and pave the way, they are the resilient ones you can see coming out during this period. Awesome, really awesome topic. We'd love to listen and learn more from you, Dr. Yasmin. Yeah, we share a lot of stuff that's resonating within me too. Okay, we'll catch up again later. Dr. Yasmin, do stay on. Yeah, guys, do stay on. Remember, I mentioned we have lots of stuff going on. We're going to have lucky draws later. We have 54 gifts to give away, right? We have amazing, generous sponsors. And not only that, later during lunchtime, we also have an a cappella performance. Yeah. So Adla, we have brought this group all the way to come to the studio to entertain you guys during lunchtime later. Okay, so now, a quick question. You've answered, I believe you are already reflecting within you. Anda berfikir-fikir kan dalam tu dengan soalan yang Dr. Yasmin bagi. Who do you want to be? Now, this next question, just to wrap up what we've learned so far, right? I just want you to write in the comment section 3 key things you've gained so far this morning up to now. 3 key things you've gained so far this morning up till now. Okay, go ahead. We have from Tan Sri earlier. Yeah, we have from Prof. Madeline Berma. We have again from Dr. Raja Yasmin. Yeah, so before we go to the next session, quickly type 3 key things you've learned so far. Okay, hold on. Hold on, Pasabaria. We're going to see what they've learned so far up to now. Okay, so we have people saying voice. Exactly. Dare to speak up. Exactly. We have that from, who's that? Siti Zahra. Game changer. Yeah. Be the game, guys. Be the game. No longer being about be a player. It's not even about being player now. It's about being the game. Self-leadership first. Exactly. Yes, Aslin. Start with self-leadership. Exactly. That's the power within you. There is a power within us. All right, guys. Self-esteem. Awesome. Okay, so now we have, again, we're bringing back Puan Sabaria all the way from JB to, like I said, pump in the happy hormone. Okay, she's from Just Wellness. She's a wellness coach, of course, and she's gonna make sure, guys, it's time to stand up. So if you're sitting, it's time to stand up now. And over to you, Pasabaria. Unmute yourself. Unmute. Unmute now. Unmute.
Yes. Unmute. Yeah.
Okay,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yes. Now it's okay. Of course, if you want to stand up, that's fine. If you want to sit down, that's okay.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
Okay. Now, okay, just be comfortable. Everybody, just first thing first, just get your shoulders up. Shoulders is up. All right. Up like this. Okay. Now you just inhale. Come forward to me like this. And exhale. Again, give me inhale up here. And slowly exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. The shoulders up. Here we go. Shoulders up. Up, a bit more. Here we go. One more time. Okay, shoulders up. Can you hear the music? Anybody, can we hear the music? Not just yet. One more time. Inhale. Okay, now just bring your shoulders up while we wait for the music.
It might seem crazy.
There we go. Okay, with the music. Are you ready? Just hold on there. Keep your shoulders up. Yeah. This one, right here. Faster. One time. Same shoulder. Yes.
Baby, by the way.
Are you feeling happy, everybody?
You feel like a room without a roof.
One time. deep breath in hell. Everybody shake it. Is everybody okay?
Yay!
Are you looking good? Yeah. Give yourself a big clap. Back to you, my dear MC. Work-life balance. Back to you.
Thank you, guys. All right, give some love to Samaria all the way from JB. Come on, hit the love button. Don't you just love her? Thank you, Samaria. Stay on, yeah? Stay on. See, she's sweating just for you. Okay, Samaria, can you tell a little bit about yourself, what you do? Unmute. I think you need to unmute yourself now. Yeah. Okay. Unmute. Press again, harder.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Come on. I think the audience would like to know. Yeah.
I'm a wellness instructor. I was training instructors from Malaysia, right, way back about 30 years ago.
Okay, Doctor.
And a lot of them are already teaching. There's Israel, and even you're going to see one. One of the junior who didn't make the name of himself this afternoon. Okay, you see this afternoon.
Oh,
but right now, I am here in Mercy, at the Resort.
Oh,
if you see behind me, the kayaks and the land buoyancy and things like that. So do come to Morse, where I am right now. It is Sukalaya Resort and it's doing great. And I'm glad that we managed to get at 10:50. It's around 9 o'clock earlier. There is some bit of lagging, but I think you should see me well, right?
Thank you, Mas Amaria. Thank you so much. Yeah, Dr.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah, Prof. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see you again later. Okay, guys. Next topic. All right. You have. Yeah. So our next topic. Okay. Now this is a special. I know her personally. She's a special friend, but also a very dynamic boss lady. I call her the gold boss of modesty. Right now, she is a very amazing, multi-talented, multitasking. Now she has a business in the UK, but when the pandemic hits, let's listen to her what how she go through it, how she managed to still staying there. I think a lot of people would like to know more about that. Okay, so our next speaker is Puan Rashida Rafar, yeah, founder and the managing director of Modestrove London. Okay, and of course, she's a special friend. Okay, Rashida, are you ready? Yes. Okay, can unmute yourself, Shida. Okay, click. All right. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, you ready?
Yes, I am. Can you guys hear me?
Awesome.
Can you guys hear me? Katie, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you clearly, Shida.
Are you panting, Katie?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Anyway, that was fun. As long as we have fun, that's the key, kan?
I enjoy watching you dance.
You join or not? Okay, guys.
No. Okay.
You don't have a slide. I'm sure you're going to share from your heart. Yep. On your topic. I forgot to mention about your topic. Your topic is all
I
about.
don't have a slide today.
Yeah. Your topic is about how the tough get going. How the tough get going, leading your team in challenging times. Okay, so now, you ready to take the stage, or you want me to still be here?
It's okay. You can be there as well. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Hi, assalamualaikum, and a very good morning to everyone who's here today on a Saturday. You know, on a Saturday you can go out shopping. Like for myself, I just missed my session on sighting. You know, just to be here, just to share what Modestrove London and my team basically as usahawan, what I am going through. Okay, so before I start my session, I would like to thank personally Datin Lis from ADLA for having me here, and also KD for recommending me as one of the forum speaker from Overbook Media Group, Kementerian Pembangunan Luar Bandar, And also to Mara, happy 55th birthday, Mara. Glad to be here to share, to ponder, to discuss, or maybe brainstorm a little bit on how we manage challenges during the tough times like this during COVID-19. So the topic for today would be, for my topic would be how the tough get going, leading your business and your team in challenging times. Okay, so before that, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is Rashida Rafar, and I am the CEO and founder of Modestrove London. We've launched our business in the UK since 2017, launched digitally, but we've done our research and all that since 2016. And it's been a roller coaster, I would say, but it has been an eye-opener and of course lots of fun. Me and my team being in the UK itself. Okay, so what is Modestrove? So Modestrove is an e-commerce platform focusing on the global Islamic products in 5 different segments: modest fashion, halal cosmetic, gastronomy. Soon we'll be launching gastronomy, which is food, halal food, wellness, and also pharmaceutical products. So we will be focusing merely on halal products, halal lifestyle. And we would like to be, we are one of those pioneers in the Western world that does the platform of having different types of products from different parts of the world. We have a warehouse in North Wembley, so we stock our products there. And we mostly, our demographics and our customers base is from the UK itself. Okay, from the UK, from Europe. Our presence are mainly in UK and Europe. We don't have any presence at all, maybe not yet in Asia, because our key demographic to focus towards that part. Okay, so why am I here? I mean, right now I'm in Malaysia. So when the pandemic hits, because at that time it was in February, and of course there was rumors about this virus, COVID virus and all that. I'm the type who always take for granted when it comes to health. Okay, so I was traveling back from UK to Abu Dhabi, and then to Malaysia, because my sister at that time was giving birth. So I was thinking, okay, let's just go back and meet my family, and maybe just stay in Malaysia for 1 or 2 months, meet a few clients and all that, and then going back to the UK because I am based there. I run the operation, day-to-day operations of Modestrove in the UK itself. Okay, and then the lockdown, and that is when everything started to crumble. Okay, and that is when things just start to slowly going down. As a usahawan, of course, at that time, I wasn't. To be honest, we weren't prepared for things like COVID to happen, because it was not really in our, how do I say, we didn't predict that. Okay, but so many things goes into my mind, so many things in terms of staffs in the UK. I mean, I have a team in Malaysia as well to manage the warehouse in Malaysia. How we operate is products from Asia, because a lot of halal products comes from Malaysia, Indonesia itself, and also from Vietnam. So we export products from Asia to the UK. So everything else, it has to come to Malaysia. So I have a team in Malaysia, and I have my marketing and operation team in the UK as well, my fulfillment team in the UK as well. So everything else has to come just so okay, because I'm here. My sister is running Malaysian team, And I was actually worried more about the UK team, as because the UK team, the people that is in the UK, they are the locals. They are not Malaysians. They are the locals there. So at that time, I was thinking, how do I manage things from Malaysia and the UK, and how would it affect the demand of, my sales and my profit. Okay, so that is when I start to have a different types of pivot when lockdown happened. Okay, so a lot of things like, how do I say? Okay, so when you manage things from abroad, of course, there's the international hours, whereby here is 8 hours ahead of the United Kingdom. Of course, I have to be around until 3 a.m. Just to be, then my health starts to decline. At that time, everything starts to be haywire. So me and my team at that time decided we just need to be honest. And what I did first was, when I gather everybody and let's just put Modestrove on hold, float it, and start doing something else. So that's what we did. Okay, so number one, speed matters. Okay, when I say speed matters, you need to be quick thinking, quick planning, and quick to execute. Okay, right? About 2 weeks after we've decided, I've told all my team and all that, we launched another business to pivot ourselves from running in the UK. Let me explain to you the situation in the UK. The UK situation, when it comes to COVID, it's 1,000 times worse than what is happening in Malaysia. The thing is, with the UK, they don't have lockdown. I think the Prime Minister of UK, the way he manages, because at that time he was still thinking that this COVID, this is from what I read about him, he was thinking that this COVID could go away with just maybe blocking down the border and all that. But no, there were a lot of the British itself, a lot of people, the locals in the UK, they refused to follow what the government asked them to do, like wearing a mask. In Malaysia, when it comes to rules, and kita ni, we follow rules. We are the type, we are scared to go against the rules, whatever the government instruct us to do. Unlike UK, they feel that it's against their humanity rights. So things get worse in the UK. Things get worse and numbers increase crazy, and a lot of things, especially a lot of small businesses in the whole of UK badly affected. Okay, and they decided to work from home. The thing is, for Modestrove London, we have a fulfillment center in the UK when you can't work from home. Fulfillment center means all of your products it needs to be pick and pack, processed it, couriered it. It needs a physical. You can't work from home. You need to be at the warehouse. So that is our biggest challenges, is because we have a lot of products. We have one dedicated person to pack. We have one dedicated person for inventory. And we have one dedicated person for courier service. So all of this team, they don't want to go to work. And most of them, they stayed in London because they work for Modestrove. But because of COVID happened, they want to go back to their hometown, which is in Bristol, in in Hertfordshire, so they don't want to be in central London. So at that time, I had to dismiss them. Of course, I have to let them go. Not just dismiss, as in like they work from home, but we can't really afford to pay them. First, it's in pounds. It's a lot of money for me to, because right now no income is coming in. So how do I get my overheads? I mean, how do I settle my overheads when there is no income? Okay, so when that happened, no one is running my fulfillment, which is the core part, the integral part of Modestrove London. We can do top-notch marketing strategy, top-notch advertising, top-notch and everything else on social media. But when we cannot fulfill, when it comes to e-commerce, when we cannot fulfill our customers' order, that is like number one fail of e-commerce. I mean, it makes you look like a fraud. You know, like you do this, you market here, you do such great campaigns and all that, but when you can't deliver the products, it doesn't make sense. And for me at that time to think to quickly pack all my more than 1,000 SKUs of products. And at that time, everyone is already working from home, to put the products, everything else, to a third-party logistic company. We don't have anyone to do it for us. So right now, the situation is the warehouse is there, my product is in the warehouse, but no one is running it. Okay. So of course, when no one is running it, no orders is coming, we can't fulfill. If we can fulfill, but we have to fulfill from Malaysia. So when we fulfill from Malaysia, customers get turned off because of the shipping. The shipping rate would be high, and of course, it would take days and days to in the UK. You can order today and then, but even if we use DHL, the most premium courier company, it will still take about 5 to 10 days to arrive, and it's expensive. Triple the price. I mean, triple the price of normal courier in the UK. So can't be saying this. No income is, and we've got lots of overheads. UK team, Malaysia team. So I've got to think of something. So this is when speed comes in. Within 2 weeks, we launch a new website. We launch a new e-commerce based in Malaysia called Groove Grocer. We focus on groceries. This is when I make full use of my resources in Malaysia. My graphic designers, my marketing, and everybody has to do everything. My marketing team has to do fulfillment, have to do some running job, delivery, and all that. We just make full use of the resources and focus on Groove Grocer. And Alhamdulillah, it's been a year now, launching in April. Our Groove Grocer, we have a ground store in Plaza Damas. So since last year, we focus on online, and then now we're launching Groove Grocer in Plaza Damas in April, Alhamdulillah, for ground store. So that one, speed matters. We launched Groove Grocer. We decided we called suppliers. Within 2 weeks after government announced lockdown, we've launched it. And Alhamdulillah, every day it has been great. Of course, when MCO lifted, people start going out, revenue start to decline because of people just like to shop offline. But it's okay. At least we've got something to cover during the first year of COVID-19. Okay. All right. So another tips that I would like to share is to be patient. 3 things, 3 P that I've always held since my university days: patient, persistence, and perseverance. Because if you don't have patience, because any business, even if it's you can launch your website within that night. If you don't have patience, I think you need to be patient, and you don't. And when you're patient, you also need to be persistent and persevere. You cannot be just patient and just wait for the money to come, but you also need to have that resilience. So patient, we were patient. Of course, there are some sacrifices that I've made during these hard times. Not getting salary. Of course, the management team would have to sacrifice that. Yeah, okay, and the next one would be collaborate and leverage. Okay, this is something that I've learned although is always to share, because when it comes to business, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, usahawan, we always need to share the pie, and the pie is big. So as women, especially, I always feel that we need to support each other. And if you have the industry, the same business and the same industry, you're selling the same thing, it's fine. Because at the end of the day, people would buy because of you. People would buy because of her. And why not we support? So what I did, because last year was more of a horizontal growth rather than vertical growth of my business, I managed to, and I'm open to more collaborations, and I leverage to big names. We give and take. We give and take with, even though like for example, in Malaysia, we are Groove Grocer. So even a lot of my peers, they are fashion brands, cosmetic brands, it's fine. We collaborate in terms of launching shopping groceries bag with a fashion brand, for example. Like we grow together. So it needs to be a bit more, you need to have that openness and that feeling of let's grow together, which I feel that a lot of Malaysian women, especially, they are not open to that. Because I don't really blame them, because we are Asian, we are very kiasu, we are very competitive comparing to some my peers in the UK. They're not that competitive. They are very open. They grow together. Burberry and great time. Malaysia, it's very we share, but we need to. Okay, so collaborations and leverage other business ends are quite integral, crucial. Okay, and then last but not least, focus is very, especially when you're at a vulnerable stage. You're at a vulnerable stage when you just need to focus on to get things done. Focus on your team, especially when you're leading the team. Focus on everyone's need. Focus on your need. Focus on to get one task done rather than jumping on other tasks. Yes, we have to be multitask. Not saying that we can't be. We need to be focused to grow the or business in a more quality way. Last is to be open about our emotions, and be more empathy towards others, especially your subordinates. Embraced it. And who always take it in and shove it under the carpet. Not this. So this COVID-19, it makes me think that we can't do that, especially when we are at how do I say, we are not to say weak, but we're just fragile. Okay, we need to embrace it, address it, embrace the emotion, and then just let go. Something that I learn every day, that when there is something that makes you angry, don't tuck it in, address it, embraced it and just let go. And it works for me. More clarity, more, how do I say, confident, and we can build ourselves, and we can see the growth, and we can see that we can just go through this adversity dengan senangnya, dengan, how do I say, dengan seamlessnya. Okay, so yeah, so basically that's for me, a little bit on how I manage on during this adversity, during this challenging time. Of course, Miss KD was always there. KD was always and is always giving me some opinions, though she's very busy, KD.
Yeah. Yeah, it's busy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you well. Yes,
yeah. So KD is someone. Miss KD is someone that I always share when it comes to entrepreneurship, creating new business, brands, products, and all that. And she's also a core part of Groove Grocer. So yeah, appreciate your presence in my life, KD.
You're welcome. Ditto, same here.
So basically, let me before I end my session, thank you so much everybody for listening, and just don't give up. Better days will come. Just leave it to Allah. At the end of the day, He's the one that can move mountains. He's the one that will make it happen, and just leave it to Him. Of course, when you leave it to Him, you need to do the things that He asks you to do. So yeah, okay. Assalamualaikum, and thank you so much, everyone.
Salam. Thank you very much, Rashida. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing. Yep, it is a trying time for some. I always like to say this, right, Rashida? We always agree, regardless what it seems and what it appears, nampak COVID ni or whatever it is that we're going through, it's somehow, if you were to look closely, there's a lot of blessings in it, right? There's a lot of blessings. Do you agree, Rashida?
Yes.
Yeah. Right? So despite that, what we can conclude on your side is it's all about support, it's about sisterhood, it's all about sharing. Yeah. So, and the keywords as well that I've managed to extract from a few speakers today is that it's all about your emotion. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the next speaker. A very, very cute, petite, amazing lady, right? Cute, petite, but she's a powerful, like we call it, the kecil-kecil cili padi. Right? So this speaker also I had the chance to share the stage with. I'm truly honored. She is a very powerful speaker, a very dynamic leader. Yep. And right now, she is also an adjunct professor for UTM. And she will share on the topic, the making of leaders, given versus taken. Now that's very powerful. So, Dato Jun, are you ready? Yeah, you got to unmute yourself. All right, good. See, we're all in the same theme. We're all wearing red tone. All right, Dato Jun, you're ready to take on the stage?
Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
And it's still morning, so good morning to all, everyone in Malaysia. And I believe this is a global platform, so I'd like to say good morning to all our participants all over the world. Before I start, I'd like to thank you to, of course, Adla and the team, especially to Yang Berbahagia, Datin, Professor Dr. Noorul. I call it Datin Lee, so that is the name that I call the list. And of course, KD, thank you for being the moderator for today. And I also like to thank you, Kementerian Luar Bandar, and also Mara for supporting this international work-life balance forum. This is my second year actually, and my second time, not second year, it's the fourth year of International Work-Life Balance Forum. And congratulations to Datin List. It's such an awesome platform, and you know, I know you will do very well with this platform. And let's get to our topic. Also, I already told Datin List, my topic today will be givers versus takers. So Okay, so the topic is not given and taken, but givers versus takers, because we want to actually to talk about who are the givers and who are the takers. Okay, you first, I like you to ponder and ask yourself, are you a giver or are you a taker? Take a second and have a look. And another question I want you to ask yourself is, who is your first giver's leader that you met from your childhood to now? Exclude your family or your friends. And what I want to share is, for me, my first, I would say my first givers in my life, beside my parents, are my teachers. These are the people who actually, who gives, and they never expect anything from their student. So, you know, today I want to say congratulations to all the teachers all over the world, because, you know, not realizing that they have they are a leader in their own form, and they have groomed so many leaders in their life without realizing. So ask yourself, are you a taker or are you a giver? Okay, what I want, before I go to this slide that I'm showing, I want to justify what are takers. Takers are self-focused individuals, and they put their own interests first ahead of other needs. Their interaction with people is always trying to gain as much as possible, but instead of, you know, contributing as little as they can. So that is a takers. I personally knew a few takers in my life and a few givers in my life. But after 20 and 30 years, I see that the takers are not going anywhere, you know, because, you know, they are not getting anything. They just take, but it's not there anymore. Research has shown that takers rarely succeed in building relationship or even network, unlike givers. You know, so when we talk about givers, givers are people who focus, tend to provide support to others. Most of the time, they always ask, how can I help you? What kind of value that I can contribute? Givers succeed because they are giving quality relationship, which benefit them in the long run. You know, when we talk about, you know, I'm trying to balance. I think I'm more of a givers than a takers, because, okay, I just share with you, I've been in the investment industry for more than 30 years. You know, in the beginning, if you are givers, you always feel that you are at the losing end because you are keep on giving, you know, people are always taking advantage of you. Or, you know, for example, in my case, I'm a salesperson. I sell equity companies, you know, and normally as a givers, you try to balance between what you can bring in for the companies and what can you give to your potential investors. But eventually, because I've always trying to give the best to my customers, I tend to, you know, in the beginning, my cost was higher than the takers, because the takers always not willing to give a lot more. But eventually, because of my relationship with my investors, eventually, to be honest, I'm one of the longest lasting brokers, I would say, in the industry. Most of the people who are takers in the industry have been phased out. You know why? Because eventually they don't build that strong relationship. They do not honor what they supposed to be. And, you know, they are not professionally in the way, because they only take more from the client than giving back to them, or the law of reciprocity. So what I want to share here, a giver is a leader who understands their significance on a grander scale. So ladies and gentlemen and everyone out there, ask yourself, when is the last time that you give your knowledge, or your experience, or you share your experience with people out there. So I also like to share with you, these are the leadership qualities that make you an amazing leader. Giving, or you share knowledge and learning agility. And as a leader, we have to have integrity, honesty, we have to have visionary, we have to have strong communication, accountability, resilience, EI, and humanity. But what I want to emphasize here, out of the 10 that I'm sharing with you to be an amazing, or an attribute of an amazing leader, 4 of it is got to do with giving. Giving, delegation is you give authority, you give responsibility. Empowerment is when you empower people, you give people the confidence, you give people, the right for them to raise in the organization. And ladies and gentlemen, so these are the attributes. So let's go to giving. When we talk about giving back to the community, giving back to your society, this is when we think of generosity, our thoughts automatically drift to give money or gifts. But here, in the context of leadership, there are other forms of giving that is not monetary, but there are special value to it. Those values are beyond price. These include giving someone an opportunity, helping someone become self-reliant, giving them the authority and responsibility. So I just want to share through my experience what, I never expect. Actually, a few years when I was still in the Hong Leong Investment Bank, from time to time, I give, voluntarily talks to few universities, and of course, most of the time at UTM. And this is pro bono. And eventually, what happened, the university actually appointed me to become the adjunct professor. So what I want to share here for everybody out there, when we give something, let's not hope something, that if it come back to us, itu adalah rezeki. But as for, I just want to share, when I was appointed as adjunct professor in UTM, I'm so honored because I never thought I would be a professor. It's a very big title to carry. So it's all about me giving to the community so much earlier. Then we talk about knowledge sharing. We've done a lot of knowledge sharing, mentoring, and learning. All these are about giving. These, sometimes you may not realize that when you mentor someone, when you teach someone, or you share your experience, be mindful of people who are around you. Connect and be generous with your intention. So what I want to share is that as a leader, you need to give. Because we have accumulated a wealth of knowledge over the years. Sharing the knowledge that you have, sharing, the knowledge that you have acquired throughout the years is the best gift a leader could give to a potential leader. It may be a training, it can be mentoring, it can be teaching, all that. Teach them how to be generous. So these are some of the programs that I have done on women leadership in investment. The reason I choose this is because I think there's many women out there, they are not equipped with financial literacy, or maybe many women out there who's not about investment. So what we're trying to do here is to share the knowledge that we have in investment and prepare yourself how you can be financially independent or financial freedom when you retire, or you can even choose to retire before you reach your retirement age. But the moral of the story, that what I want to share here, is that always give what you have. Even dalam agama kita kata, amal jariah itu adalah antara amalan yang terbaik untuk kita bawa apabila kita sudah meninggalkan dunia ini. So these are some of the program that I have done on mentoring and empowerment. So what I want to share is that why you need to give. If you are an owner of a company, all the entrepreneurs out there, today, I'm sure majority of the participants are entrepreneurs or owner of an organization or a CEOs of a company. One of the reasons many organizations fail was primarily due to the leadership fail to give and fail to teach. So what I want to share is, for the benefit of everyone, one of the most important value in a leader is giving. Regardless, you can be the CEO, the founder, the group MD, the board of directors, or the C-suite. These are the most valuable resources for a leader in an organization. Almost, for example, I just want to share, if you're a CEO or you're a founder, your 5 minutes of your time is your asset. Use that precious asset to teach, to empower, or to give back to the people in the organization. So it's only 5 minutes. Think about what can you do that will make the difference. And what we see is a duplication. So for example, duplication is an absolute cornerstone of success. Duplication is where you see people effort, the ability, the integrity, the performance is driven. If a leader can bring a certain number to the table, can you imagine the number that a group of leaders can bring to your organization? It's all about sharing, giving, and just giving back 5 or 10 minutes of your time to mentor, to teach, to share your subordinate, and it will be duplicate. So what I want to share, besides we talk about entrepreneurs, we talk corporates, regardless, you may not hold the title leader, but you are a leader in your own form. There are people around you who are influenced by the things that you do or the things that you don't do. It may be your subordinate, your spouse, your children, your friends. Whether you realize or not, at the end of the day, you will see that your role is very important. So role in leading is much more significant than you think. Most great leaders, not only me, he or she, but also through our action, through our teaching, through our sharing, that's where we create more leaders around us. What I want to share is that leaders, you do not want followers. Amazing leaders, they know how to lead with generosity. Okay, a lot of people ask, how do I balance the desire to be a giver or a taker? It's very simple. Having a clear values that you try to live by can make tough decisions easier. Understand how to balance your emotion, your reason, and positivity. The positivity that impact yourself, your employee, your customer. Use your emotion. Take time to make a good decision. Think with your heart. And of course, sharing. When we talk about takers, I just want to share, takers are someone who always want to receive gift from people, who accumulate only for themselves, or always someone who expect people to do things. And, you don't want to be a takers. Of course, there is always a balance. You take what is yours. For example, someone told me today, even in Islam, even if you have you are very wealthy, but when there is a harta, when it is being allocated accordingly in Islam, if it's yours, you have to take. Of course, you can take when I am sharing with you today is I'm talking about don't be a leader who are a takers, meaning taking credits for effort and ideas that is being done by other people. And whenever you do something, it's always about your achievement. These are the kind of leaders that we don't want. It's always a team spirit. We always want to talk about the success of the team, the success of every individual, that ensuring that your team is a success. I also want to share, this morning I listened to Tan Sri Noor presentation. She mentioned about Tan Sri Aishagani and Tun Fatima. These are the two amazing leaders who actually, they give and give, and they give throughout their lives, for the benefit of the woman, especially in Malaysia. So these are an exemplary of leaders that we want to see. So ladies and gentlemen, what I want to share with you is about when we do something good, it's always good to share. And, if you look at this, it's always, it's a multiple effect. When you are kind to someone, someone else will be kind to you. Likewise, if you are in an organization, if you give something, your knowledge, your experience, your, challenges that you shared with people, and there's many people in your organization probably will benefit. So what I want to share is that even if you are a company owner, CEOs, founders, or board of directors, C-suites, when you are kinder, you give and you share. If you are a giver leaders, you will get a multiple of leaders in your organization. What I want to share is that in life, it's not always to our advantage. We must always see and ask, what can I do, for me to give to people in the long run? Ask yourself, when is the last time that you give to people? When today, for example, when you get up in the morning, what have you done that you give something to people? It may not be, it doesn't have to be monetary. It can be in any form. So before I end my presentation for today, I also want to share with you to think of generosity. Think of something that you can give back to people, to society, to everyone in your life. Honestly, I want to share with you, there are some experience that I have given, and today I have got, the person that I have helped many years ago have come back to me, and she have become more successful than I am today. But I am so happy for that person. That is an achievement. That's the sense of fulfillment that you want to achieve when you give back to the community. Be mindful. So what we want to share today is that benefits of leadership givers. There are two kinds of people in this world, a givers and a takers. But what I want to share with you, the taker make it better, but the givers sleep better. So, what the moral of the story today, or from what I am sharing with you today, is that I don't have much point that I want to share, but I want you to take back three things. If you are a taker, think how you can become a givers. If you are a givers, think about what else can you do to help others out there. If you are an owner, if you are a CEO, or you are a founder of an organization or a company, think about how can you improve your organization by implementing a giver's leadership. For me, these are the things that you need to think, and you will see the multiple effects of giving, mentoring, teaching, and sharing. I want to share with you, because today the time is so limited, but if you're out there, please Google and look for one of the mentor, or I would say a teacher in this is Adam, and he is one of the most powerful speakers for givers and takers. And the most important thing here, I want you to take something back. So at least think about, if you are a serious taker, or think about how can I be a slight givers in my organization. If you are leaders, think about how can you actually have a change of heart and become a givers. I always believe that you will always see, for givers, you may not see the benefit today, but you will see the benefit in the long run, because I have experienced it myself, and I'm speaking from my own experience. And don't expect anything. Even in Islam, they said whenever kita bersedekah atau apabila kita menolong orang, kita jangan mengharapkan daripada orang itu, tapi insya Allah, Allah yang akan membalas kita punya kebaikan. Anyway, before I end, I have a question, I have a gift, I have a voucher. Okay, tukar. You can go back into that. Okay, I have a voucher from D1. I have 2 vouchers worth 100 ringgit. Okay, but I want you, the first 2 person to answer this question will be the winner. So there's a, okay, can you see? Okay, it's a 100 ringgit voucher from D1. Thank you, D1, for the sponsor. Thank you, Chef Wan. And thank you, Andre. And my question is, I got 2. So the first 2 person, the first one and the second one who answer correctly will get the vouchers. Okay, my question is, who are the 2 women that is the exemplary for our givers leaders in Malaysia? Jangan cakap Datin Liz, ya. Datin Liz generasi kemudian, but she is. I would, if you have to ask me one of the givers in this industry of this time, I would say Datin Liz is one of the exemplary leaders who gives and gives and gives. The example like today, she's giving it for free, these seminars. So that is the kind of a leader who have a big heart, and you see how successful she is. Success may not be measured in monetary, but it is the visibility and the kindness. Go back. Okay, before we end, okay, someone is helping me. Who are the 2 person? Okay.
Let's see who answers first.
Okay, the 2 person is Rajuna Abdul Rahman and A. Tengkam. You can contact Adla, and I will actually pass the voucher to them. And before I end, I would like, this is my quote, which I like to share. And knowledge is power, community is strength, attitude is everything. So what I want to, for you, when you leave this conference and seminar, remember, you can have top knowledge, you can have you can be the most intelligent person, but you need the community to be the strength. But at the end of the day, your attitude is everything for you to be out there. Thank you. Thank you, Dato. Thank you, Katie. And thank you, Adla. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you so much, Dato Jun. That's a very compact and powerful sharing, Dr. Jun. And of course, I totally agree with you. I think the giving part has to be a culture in all leaders, isn't it? Yep. So definitely, right. And somehow there's a magic in it. Giving just multiplies. You don't know how there's an invisible, and power behind it. And you'll just see it. It's pretty magical. Even in the Quran, it does say a mark of successful person. Number 1, you have to give. It's not even saying about you have to, save money. It says must give first, keluar money, belanjakan duit, belanjakan hartamu.
Rezeki itu akan datang.
Bagus. Thank you so much, Dr. Jun. Wonderful sharing. Love it. I took so much notes. Alhamdulillah. All right. Okay. We're going on to the next person. All right. Stay on, Dr. Jun. All right. We're going on to the next speaker, and this time around, we're going to have a gentleman. Okay, we're going to have a gentleman. All right. This gentleman is a dynamic consultant with 18 years of corporate experience working in Intel Technology, working at Intel Technology last time, and 5 years of SME coaching and consulting. Right now, he's an active member of IMN. What's that? That's actually the International Council for Small Business, the Malaysian network, all right? Or short form is ICSB. Okay, so today, Mr. Durai Raj Krishnan will talk about leveraging entrepreneur on the international network. Okay, so since this is International Work-Life Balance Forum, definitely we want to know how we can connect and, you know, spread our wings internationally, all right, at the global level. Okay, so are you ready, Mr. Raj? Do I call you Raj, Mr. Raj?
Yes, Datin, Raj. Can you hear me?
Datin can hear. I'm KD. Datin can hear you definitely. I'm just a bling boss.
I'm going to be a Datin soon. That's the
Inshallah. Okay, yeah, Mr. Raj, ready? I'm going to hand over the stage for you, and you can just go on and share about your platform.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Good to be here. First of all, unexpectedly, there's some renovation in my place, so it's going to be noisy.
It's okay. Mr. Raj, hold on, just a quick sharing. Can you share a little bit to the audience first and foremost about your network? Yep, so that they have a background idea, and then we can proceed to the whole session.
Certainly. I'm going to share my slides, Katie.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Secondly, Ida messaged you. I tried putting on this background thing, but the purple with my skin color glitters and make me look so shiny. Thank you to Datin Dr. Lees for this opportunity. Amazing, you're an awesome person, amazing. I joined about the past two speakers were talking and I was quite impressed. Puan Shida talked about KD, you are amazing in terms of supporting her, so kudos to you, KD. And Dato Jun, your talk about giving is just so close to my heart that I decided to share a quick story first, even before I start my presentation, because giving is so powerful. There's this story about a very rich man who has been a great donor and a philanthropist. He's always donated, helped, but there is a deep sense of dissatisfaction. Tak reda, we call it. There's something that he just feels incomplete about himself. So once a friend of his said, hey, I'm going to be going to Europe to do a donation drive for the underprivileged as well as those who are physically challenged. And this guy is from US, by the way, and he says, do you want to join me? And the guy said, I've been giving my life long. I don't think going to Europe and donating someone's going to make any difference, right? So this friend said, no, you must come, all right? So the two of them fly over to Europe, and there's a donation drive for those who are handicapped. Now, so typical of a donor, you have all the hampers and gifts, and then everybody stands in queue, and then you just give, and they say thank you and go away, right? So he does that for some time, feeling normal. I've been doing it all the while, no big difference. And there comes this person on a wheelchair, right? So typical, he just hands over the hamper, shakes his hand, and he says goodbye and turns away to take the next hamper to give to the next person. However, this person who's on the wheelchair just continues holding his hand, the donor's hand. And then this person was like, wow, I thought I've given you. And I said, thank you, please move on. And then this person, the recipient held on to his hands and said, can I take a good look at your face, sir? I said, why? Because when I meet you in heaven, I want to recognize you. That story, that feedback by the person just flattered this person, this rich man who's a philanthropist. And he said that single message and feedback from the person who received me changed my life. And I decided to give and give more with joy. So I felt that was a very powerful message and a story. And I wanted to share this because Dato Jun's talk about giving first before being a taker all the time is so relevant. Thank you again, Dato Jun. It's a wonderful sharing. I'm sharing my screen now. Hope you guys can see it. Let me know. Okay, my name is Raj, and I belong to an NGO called the International Council of Small Businesses, ICSB Malaysia Network, IMN. What does ICSB Malaysia Network do? We are a small group of people who has come together, like-minded, to help each other. Right? I'm going to talk about ICSB more a little later. So here we go. Today's topic is about balance. And I think if there's no balance, there's no life. I guess the picture is telling.
Mr. Raj, sorry to interrupt. We can't see your slides though. Are you sharing your slides now, right?
I am sharing. Oh, okay.
We're still not able to see your slide.
I am sharing.
Recognize your face in between prayer from the. Okay, got it. Awesome.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. If there's no technical issue, no event is considered sah lah. So like that. All right. Okay. All right. Again, do you want to know what I do? I'm a CCTV. If you want to install CCTV in your houses, you can call me. I do coaching, consulting, training, and a bit of goal setting for people who want to set goals in life, both personal and professional. IMN is actually a continuation from a previous NGO of what we call International Network of Small Businesses, ICSMEE. And the founder of IMN is none other than my mentor himself, Dr. Zakaria. Okay, you can see him in the picture here. So Dr. Zakaria founded ISME Malaysia, and then he moved on to create IMN, which is ICSB Malaysia Network. What does ICSB do? It's International Council for Small Businesses. Literally, it's an NGO that helps to bring all entrepreneurs and business persons together, share network, and enable and accelerate their growth in business. All right? So, who are we? IMN is, like I said, like-minded people, global entrepreneurs, esteemed academicians, and practitioners. What do? We network, right? We collaborate both locally in ASEAN as well as globally. We share information, knowledge, and experience, and we practice what we preach. So we call ourselves practitioners, right? So by those of you who are here today, by joining IMN, what would you benefit? You'll have access to international network. If you believe you want to bring your business to internationally, this is an opportunity where in this ICSB IMN network, you'll meet and link with people who are doing similar or some other complementary businesses overseas, outside Malaysia. So linking up, you're able to connect and penetrate international market, if you will. You can accelerate your business growth because we have a wide variety of experts in IMN network that will actually allow you to tap into their expertise, get coaching, and mind you, a lot of us give pro bono, like what Dr. June said earlier. So it would be beneficial if you were to join ICSB, IMN Malaysia. All right. If you have further questions on what we do, you can always send me a message or an email. I have it in my first slide earlier. You can get my contact from Ida, and I'll be happy to share more on the benefits of becoming an IMN member. It's a very small yearly fee, but the benefits are tremendous. Okay. I wanted to take this opportunity, Datin and everybody, to share a story. I find it a very inspirational story, and I thought it'll be beneficial to the audience today who are present on this Saturday morning. There's this company, if you will, way back in the early 1900s. They decided to publish pamphlets or magazine-like and distributed it freely. And what does the pamphlet or magazine contain? It contains recommendation on places to go, hotels to stay when you go to those places, restaurants to go and makan, garages for mechanic, and even petrol stations in case you're driving there, right? So they started to publish these handouts and give it away for free, right? So people who see it and get excited. What do they get excited about? You know, we may not have had known what they want to do on a holiday, where to go, how to spend time with family. So when you get this pamphlet free of charge, you kind of get excited about doing something, right? So they decided to do this to get people to travel and enjoy life. Then slowly along the way, this particular magazine or handout will become so important because restaurants started to want to advertise in that magazine. And they started creating ratings for the restaurants. Number one, if you are rated number one, that means it's worth dropping by, right? Or one